Okay, today we're going to talk about fractions, converting those fractions into decimals, and then converting those decimals into percentages. If we look at this first picture, we can see that we have a circle that's been divided into two equal sections. One is shaded in red and one is left white. So I think we're all comfortable identifying the shaded in portion as 1/2. Now we've talked before about how to convert fractions into decimals. As a quick review, all we need to do is take our numerator, divide it by our denominator. 2 doesn't go into 1, and the way we get around that is by writing 1 as 1.0. Bring the decimal up to the quotient line. 2 doesn't go into 1, but it goes into 10 5 times. When we subtract that out, 2 times 5 is 10. We're left with nothing. And we get a decimal equivalent of 0.5. Now, a lot of times people get nervous when they have to convert decimals into percentages, but it's really a very simple process. All the process really entails is taking your decimal, in this case 0.5, and multiplying it by 100. So if we wanted to take 100 and multiply that by the 0.5, 5 times 0 gives us 0, 5 times 0 gives us 0, 5 times 1 gives us the 5. We have one digit that's behind the decimal up top, so that means we need to have one digit behind the decimal in our answer. So we get 50%, 50.0. To look at another example, we'll change our fraction to say 1/4. Now we already have the conversions put out in front of us here, but 1/4 converted into a decimal is done this way. 1.0 divided by 4. So we bring the decimal point up to our quotient line. 4 doesn't go into 1, but it goes into 10 2 times. 4 times 2 is 8. We subtract that out, we're left with 2. Add another 0, bring that down. 4 goes into 20 5 times. 4 times 5 gives us that 20, and there's nothing left down below. That's how we get the 0.25, or the 25 hundredths. And like I said before, when you multiply a decimal times 100, that converts that into percentages for you. One very simple trick that people learn right away is, instead of multiplying by 100 and showing all that work, they can very simply move the decimal point over 2 places. So the decimal point ends up after the 5, so we get an answer of 25%.